the only religion in the world to where mankind memorized the entire book from the beginning to the end in Islam.
I got you. Which one is memorized by all of mankind? Which one?
I can't tell you which one by those copies, but
there should be only one, right?
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Hold on. I need you to listen to the question and think critically about it. If there's only one Quran in all of Islamic history, that means that you should be able to tell me which of these, if any of these, is the right Quran that has been memorized by all the Muslims. Hello, are you a Muslim?
Yes, I am. What's up?
What's going on, man? None of the prophets were Muslim. You think you could change my mind on that?
Not so much of changing your mind, but I can tell you what I understood about it.
Sure, I'm willing to hear that.
Who prophets you think were not Muslims?
None of them.
So you're trying to say Muhammad was not a Muslim?
Muhammad's not a prophet.
Muhammad is a prophet of Allah.
He is not.
Okay, just for the sake of, argument, right? Because, you're intellectual, I am. So what made you think Muhammad were not Muslim?
But Muhammad's not a prophet. I'm talking about the prophets.
Yeah. So what made you think that Prophet Muhammad was not a Muslim?
He has false prophecies.
He was not a prophet, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He contradicted the prophets that came before him.
Where? Where did you learn about that? Is it Christianity, Islamic? Where did you get that from?
The Torah and the Injil, the Gospel and the Psalms. I read those books, and then I read the Quran, and then I saw that, what Muhammad taught in the Quran contradicts what Moses, Jesus, David, and the other prophets taught in the Torah, Gospel, and Psalms.
But those were sent to people of that time.
So?
Right? So for example, like Isa or Jesus, right? So Jesus, every single prophet pretty much were a Muslim. They all were sent. Matter of fact, every single person is born a Muslim, right? Whether you choose to be something. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm an ex-Muslim?
You just need to revert back.
So I'm an ex-Muslim?
Pretty much. But to my understanding, right, every single person is born, the word of is Muslim, right, means the worshiper of God.
So technically, right? I'm just thinking about it. You said something really interesting. If we're all born Muslim, then Islam is like the fastest apostating religion in all of history, isn't it? Because if every human was born Muslim, there's billions, how many? I don't know how many of us there are in the world, but there's billions of us that are ex-Muslims then.
I mean, you can say that if you like.
No, that's what
for the sake of course, conversation, right? In my belief, what I understood as part of, you mentioned that you read the Quran, right? If you would have read the Quran, you would understand that, for example, I don't know if you guys mentioned him as Ibrahim, right? Prophet Ibrahim was Muslim. What made him Muslim?
Based on what?
He worshipped only Allah, the Creator.
How do you know that?
Because it said it on the Quran.
The Quran is not the source on Abraham's life. Where do we corroborate what the Quran is saying about Abraham?
Because our Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed us that these people were.
How does he know about these people?
Because he had the divine.
No, he doesn't. He has narrations and stories that he's hearing from Jews, bro, and Christians.
No, it's not. So So have you ever read of something called Isra al-Mi'raj?
Yeah, I have.
In your understanding, what is Isra al-Mi'raj?
It's the night journey.
It's the night journey. So if you learn about the night journey, then you would understand where our Prophet Muhammad got in his the things that he told us about Ibrahim, Ismail.
It's not true at all. The night journey doesn't say anything like that.
It said that he met with all the prophets before him.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that they taught him things and told him stories. It doesn't say nothing like that. It just says he met him.
Because they don't have to teach him, because Prophet Muhammad is the most beloved prophet.
That's you, dude. All you're doing is presuming Muhammad's a prophet, the most beloved prophet, without proving anything to me. I know you believe this. That doesn't, with all respect, I hope you, I want you to know who you're talking to. That stuff doesn't matter to me. What only matters is what you can prove to me. I don't care what you believe. I know what you believe already. I've studied it. I know what you believe, as you can see. How do you know? How do you verify for me that Muhammad was right about Abraham?
Isra al-Mi'raj.
Okay. I also had a dream. I had a night journey, and I met Abraham, and he told me that everything that you find in the Quran about me is false and folly. That's what Abraham told me.
You see that? I get what you're doing. Like truly, right? So obviously I was not there at the time of Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but I truly believe, and I wish I could probably give you more than
but look, again, I know you truly believe this, but what we're demonstrating right now is that you have no justification for why. Why should you believe it? You just believe it. You have no real reason, no grounding on why this is actually true. You get what I'm saying?
First, I believe in Allah, right?
Why?
Right? Because because I truly believe this whole thing wasn't just a big bang, right? It wasn't just a scientist.
That's fine. I also believe in God. I believe in one God who created all things. I don't believe in Islam. I don't believe that the God that Islam preaches about is the true God. I think that is a false imitation of who the true God is. What do you have to say to that?
I mean, you're entitled to that opinion, right? I can respect that, but can you tell me who you think Islamic gods are, or God is?
I think you want me to be real with you?
Yeah.
I think he's Satan in disguise, or some demon, some general demon general in disguise, masquerading as a one God and getting people away from the gospel.
So who's the real God in your like you said you believe in God?
The true God is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh, who exists as the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's how he revealed himself, being infinite, boundless, indivisible, demonstrating that he is constant fellowship and love within his own essence, between the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and the Son. The Son made the Father known by the Spirit, and we are renewed and regenerated by the Spirit of God at the plan of the Father. That's who God is.
That don't make sense.
You can say that doesn't make sense, but tell me what doesn't make sense about it, because this is what the prophets taught. The prophets taught this. Muhammad taught against what the prophets taught, while also saying, hey, I'm also a continuation of these prophets. So how can Islam be true when Muhammad is going against what the prophets taught before him?
Because I don't know where you get, I guess it's a question of, maybe we'll just probably go back to it, it's a question of belief, right? You believe in whoever God you believe in, or whatever those stories are. And we believe in Quran. One more thing, Quran was never, ever since it was dropped, is never been changed or altered. What do you have to say about that? That has to be the word of God.
I don't have anything to say about that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So there's things in there that like people
I don't have anything to say about what you just said about there only being one Quran that hasn't been changed with no differences all around the world.
Changed.
I have nothing to say about that.
Those are translations.
Brother, this is Arabic. This is Arabic.
That's haram. Whoever made that Quran and altered it, it is not Quran.
So how do you know that the Quran that you have is the real Quran and not the one I'm holding up, or this one, or this one? How do you know that none of these are the actual real Quran? That's
because it's the only religion in the world where mankind memorized the entire book from the beginning to the end in Islam.
I got you. Which one is memorized by all of mankind? Which one?
I can't tell you which one by those copies. But
there should be only one, right?
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Hold on. I need you to listen to the question and think critically about it. If there's only one Quran in all of Islamic history, that means that you should be able to tell me which of these, if any of these, is the right Quran that has been memorized by all the Muslims. Which one?
It's not about the cover. It's about what's inside.
I agree. These have different contents within them. That's why I have them, because there are different Qurans. Which one is memorized by everybody?
I truly believe if you have different content, someone else is playing with the word of God.
So I got you. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, and I can get with you on that. That somebody played with the contents of the Quran, which is why we have so many different ones. Which one is the right one? Okay,
so if you open the book, right, for example, right, I can't tell you, of course, the entire book, right? The first thing you should see, right, is Fatiha, right? Like you learn Quran, right?
Yeah, Surah Fatiha is in all three of these.
Right?
Mm-hmm. So, but there's a slight difference in them.
I can't tell. All I know is the original Quran has been memorized by hundreds.
Which one is the original? Is my question.
I can't tell you by cover. I can't tell you. Tell me one thing you have learned from one of those Quran. If I know if it's different from the one I know, I'll tell you.
All right, sure. So, for example, in this one, in Surah Fatiha, Instead of saying that Allah is the master of the day of judgment, like this one says that he's the king of the day of judgment. Now, not every owner or master is a king. Those are two different things. So which one did Allah say eternally? Because the Quran is supposed to be Allah's eternal word for word speech. So which one did he say? Did Allah say that he's the king of the day of judgment? Or did he say that he's the master of the day of judgment?
He is the owner of day of judgment.
So not the king.
So Allah is not a king. Allah is above that, is beyond that. So which means
not a king?
You can't describe God by king or a master.
Did you know that Allah calls himself the king of kings?
No, he is the king of kings. You
just told me that he's not a king, though, brother. You just told me he's not a king.
No, like in the literal sense, because earlier before I joined your TikTok live, you asked the person, where did Allah say he was not a mother, right? So just to come back on that, right? So
don't touch on that. Touch on about the king part. Stay focused. So Allah he's the owner. He's not the king, right?
I'm telling you in general, because God is not like, I'm not gonna probably take too much of your time, but God is way beyond.
Trust me, we're chilling, man. I'm not in a rush. We could talk for a long time.
So Allah is not even a king. Allah is beyond that.
All right, so
right. So there's no description.
I want to make sure I remember what you say, okay? Because you're saying some good stuff. So I got to make sure that I just want to jot it down, okay? Just give me a second. All right. Okay. So what's your name again, brother? Let's see. Elamane?
Elamane, yeah.
Elamane. Nice name. Okay, so today is October the...
Why are you taking notes? I don't get it.
I love to absorb information, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, because just think about the pen you are holding right now. Think about the eyes you have in what you're writing right now. Can that be created by a mankind?
Yeah, this was literally created by a man.
No, I'm not talking about the pen. I'm talking about the allowing you to write and allowing you to see.
Oh, my ability to write and see.
Yeah, your ability to write and see and hear. Yeah, the way your body is created.
For sure, God did that. Allah is not a king. He is above that.
Yeah, and Allah has a pen too, right? He wrote the beginning of the end of time.
Yeah, see, I'm following in his footsteps, see? Elamane, nice. Okay, Elamane, thank you for that. All right.
Thank you. Like, all I want to add on that is just a different translation, but the original Quran has never been...
No, brother, I want you to understand, because I don't want you to get confused with what I'm showing you. I want you to hear me very clearly, okay? What I am showing you are not translations of the Quran. These are Arabic versions of the Quran. Okay. They're not in any other language. They're in Arabic, and they
can still be altered.
You're right. Some of these are altered. I just need to know which one. So basically, you said that the one that says that Allah is the king of the day of judgment, that one is incorrect.
No.
Yes, you said Allah's not a king; he's the owner.
No. Let's just make sure.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, right? Yes, Allah can describe as himself as a king, but he is beyond that. So, which means he can be a king, he can be the master of the day of judgment.
Which one did he say? Did he say that he's the king of the day of judgment in Surah Fatiha, or did he say that he's the owner? Okay, so the one I got you. So the one that says that he's the king of the day of judgment is a corruption.
I never said that. Based on my understanding of Quran, the one how I participate that or get that point is saying that I am the owner of day of judgment. So which means he don't share that with anybody.
I got you. So I want you to be able to answer what I'm asking. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Right? And that owner, even theologically, is consistent with who and what Allah is. I got you. My question is, when this Quran says instead of owner of the day of judgment, it says he's the king of the day of judgment. Did this Quran get that wrong? Did Allah say that he's the owner of the day of judgment, or did he say he is the king of the day of judgment? Which one did he say?
That's what I'm saying. You can't base that Quran is wrong just based on those two words.
Do you believe that the Quran is the verbatim speech of Allah?
Yes.
So Allah is the one who is speaking these words, right?
Through like Gabriel and then through Muhammad.
So Allah spoke these words to Gabriel, and Gabriel gave these words to Muhammad. So this is word for word what Allah himself said, right?
Okay, if you want to say that, yes.
Okay. What did he say? Did he say king of the day of judgment, or did Allah say owner of the day of judgment? Which one did he say?
The owner of Day of Judgment.
Okay, so,
right?
I got you. So the one that says, wait, please. The one that says King of the Day of Judgment is wrong, based on what Allah truly said, right?
You see, I can't validate what based on those two words, because you may go to someone, right? You tell them Salat al-Lazin, right? Like you read the whole Fatiha, right? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, right? So Malik Yawmiddin is more like just the literal translation would just be the owner of the Day of Judgment.
I know. So I already know that. That's why I'm asking you which one is right.
Right? It's just pretty much the same. It's not
the same, because even the scholars say that it's not the same thing. Even the scholars say, matter of fact, I'll tell you what the scholars say after you just answer the question. But okay. I just want to know, if something is not with what Allah said, then it would be incorrect, right?
To my belief, yes.
Okay. So if Allah said owner of the Day of Judgment, if a Quran comes out and says King of the Day of Judgment, then that Quran is wrong, right?
I wouldn't say it's wrong, because it's the same concept. Okay, so if I tell you, okay, what's the difference between, let's say, like a car and a vehicle?
A car is a specific vehicle. A vehicle is in general. It could be a plane, it could be a car, it could be a bike, scooter.
Exactly. So you talk about the king, a master. All of those is within the same one. So he's still.
But it matters what
the king.
I understand that you're saying that the meaning of it, like it both can still work for Allah. That's what your argument is, right?
Yes.
Got you. So both can work for Allah. That's not what I'm asking you. Matter of fact, I'm honest and charitable enough to tell you, to grant you that neither one changes the context. Like it doesn't really change the context to me. It doesn't change it drastically. Yeah, there's a different meaning, but it doesn't like change the theology necessarily. I can grant you that. However, that's not what you believe as a Muslim. Is you believe in word for word, letter for letter, dot for dot preservation of the Quran. That's what you told me earlier. It's never been changed since Allah spoke it, right?
The sense of there's like, for example, the Bible, right? There's no First Testament, there's no Second Testament.
So I'm asking, because I got one Quran and 2 and 3. So I got 1 Testament, 2 Testament, 3 testaments right here. So
no, that's wrong. Whatever you have, that's wrong.
Which one is wrong? We're going in circles. Which one is wrong?
I can't tell you which one is wrong by you holding them.
How would you know which one is wrong? How would you know? How would you like if you were to do your research to figure this out? What would that look like to find out which one is the right one?
For me personally, I would probably find a scholar who memorized the entire Quran. As honestly, I didn't memorize the entire Quran, and
no worries. Let's say you find a scholar that memorizes the entire Quran. How would you know that he's memorized the correct one? Based
on the same surahs that I have memorized, right?
So you're the judge.
No, I'm
the scholar. The scholar better line up with what you remember, huh?
No, not exactly. So for example, like, let's say someone is reading.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Example, right? And every single Muslim knows that if it was wrong or not.
You said every Muslim?
If you start reading the Bible, it's the same thing. No, every single Muslim.
Stop going to the Bible, to the Quran. You're saying that every Muslim remembers the Quran the same way, right?
Yes. They read it differently, but the words are the same.
This Quran that I'm holding up, this is called the Warsh Quran. Muslims in places like North Africa, like Morocco, for example, memorize this one. Okay? This one is called the Hafs Quran. People in places like Egypt, Saudi Arabia, memorize this one. So these two different Qurans are memorized by different Muslims in different places. Which one is the right one?
I'll let probably another Muslim, if they join, maybe they'll be able to answer your question, but I can't tell you just based on you holding it.
I got you, bro. All right. Well,
but thank you.
I'm glad I was able to introduce that thought to you. I still want to pick your brain about the prophets being Muslim. Is that okay?
I think we are good for now. As far as your belief, I believe what I believe, and you continue to believe what you believe, right?
Yeah, but we need to get more into some nitty gritty, man. I don't want you to go away just yet.
Nah, it's all good, because I get when I understand.
You understand
I don't think there's anything I can do
or say that can change how you view Islam.
When you say you understand, what do you understand? What do you understand?
Because I understand you and I we are not going to come into common ground as far as what you believe of Islam is and my belief of Islam.
Why wouldn't we?
It's because you do. I don't know how, because there's certain thing. If the word believe, right, is the unknown, right? You have to believe in the unseen.
I believe in the unseen. Why can't we come to the same conclusion about Islam? Why can't we?
The way you think, I guess, how I think, and I'm not gonna even speak for the whole Muslims. Just the way I think and the way you think is completely different as far as Islam goes and as far as the Quran, right?
That's what I'm saying. What do you think I think? How do you think my method of thinking goes in regards to the Quran?
Like the belief of it.
Yeah. What do you think I think about it?
You just think is we like Muslims, like you said earlier. You said like Islam's like Muslims, God is not the real God. So, and for me, like,
do you think that I just think that just because I'm just against the Quran, or do you think that's an opinion based off of like an educated opinion?
I honestly, educated opinion, but I can't really. Maybe there might be who's well more educated in Islam than me and way more educated in Quran than me, maybe tells you more about it. Maybe that can get you to believe it versus your facts, right? It's just that I don't want to cross a line to where I started committing sins, talking about Islam or talking about Prophet Muhammad. That's not there. That's what I'm trying to be careful.
How about this? Before you go, can I show you why my biggest reason why I reject the Quran? Is that okay? And I'm not saying that you got to answer me or, try to solve it or whatever. I just want to share with you why I reject the Quran, and I'll let you go on your way. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
I appreciate it. So remember how I told you how my big reason is that Muhammad rejects, he contradicts the prophets, right? Remember?
He's scared you by open his eyes. There's no religion but like Islam, right?
Okay.
One day, inshallah, we'll know.
Focus. Do you remember me saying that Muhammad contradicts the prophets that came before him, and therefore Islam can't be true? Remember I said that?
Astaghfirullah, but yes.
Okay. So remember, this is why I'm gonna show you why I say that, because I don't want you to just take my he's just saying. I'm gonna show you why I say this, and then you deal with this information how you want on your own time. Okay. I'm gonna show you the Quran. All right. This is my favorite verse of the Quran. Okay. Chat, what's my favorite verse in the Quran? Let's see if they know. Chat, what's my favorite verse of the Quran? What, sweetheart? Yep, they got it. Yes, they got it. See, they know me. They know me like the back of their hands. All right, so this is the verse I'm going to show you, my friend. It's chapter 10, verse 94 of the Quran. Okay, you there with me? Oh man, he done disconnected, y'all. Is it my thing, or did he really just disconnect by himself? I don't think he did that himself, guys. You guys think he disconnected he disconnected himself? I don't know, because over here on TikTok, and the guests have been just dropping off no warning multiple times in a row. So that doesn't seem normal. I'm gonna give him I don't think he ran, guys. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because he stayed here this whole time and had this conversation and even stayed to listen. I think he would have been one of those. He would have listened. He would have heard me out. I think TikTok's tripping over here on my studio. I think TikTok is tripping. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I liked him.
Welcome back, guys. That was very amazing, very educating moment. Share your thoughts. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, your family. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this. If you have made it this far, it means you are someone who is genuinely searching for the truth. Not just tradition, not religion, but the real truth that set people free. And that is exactly what this channel is all about. We are not here to win arguments. We are here to win souls. We are not here to follow the crowd. We are here to stand on God's words and reveal the truth to people, even when it is unpopular, even when it offends, because truth doesn't blend to feelings. Truth stands firm, whether people believe it or not, whether they like it or not. And that is what the channel stands for. So if this video challenged you in a way, or blessed you, or opened your eyes in any way, don't just go past. Share it with someone who needs to hear what you have heard. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notification, and stay connected, because we are a community. We bring videos like this to you every day, where we expose the lies of Islam and defending the faith of Christ, and also we review what the Bible really says. And remember this, God doesn't need us to defend him. He calls us to represent him. The battle isn't flesh and blood, it is truth versus deception. So stay strong, stay grounded, and never be ashamed of the gospel. This is Religious Insight, where we think think critically, stand boldly, and live biblically. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.